Hey everybody, welcome to the pregame show. Ottawa Senators at the Montreal Canadiens, and looking forward to hopefully a good game. We've got a few lineup changes to talk about, and we'll talk about whatever you guys want. So welcome into the room. It says nobody in here with me. Now there's three. Hey Chris, Daryl, Jack, how's it going, guys? So, just three people. Early start, I guess, for the pregame show for Saturday. So we got some lineup changes. Not much though. Just Kulak is in for Gustafsson, so we got Brett Kulak back in the lineup, and we got Caden Primo starting tonight. So that's pretty interesting. For Joel Armia, actually is how you say it. He took a really big hit against the Jets, and he is, I believe, a game time decision. I haven't heard anything announced that officially that he's in for sure. Hey Ben, how's it going? So we got Armia should be in, and so Caden Primo getting the start against the Senators, which is what I thought they would do, and we also have Kulak back in the lineup for Gustafsson. So that's pretty interesting there. So 7 people now in the room. If you're in here, give a thumbs up. I'd appreciate that. And hopefully we'll have some people drop by and join me on this pregame show. So far, nobody has. I put this up pretty late, so I sent out my invites pretty late. People probably had things to do already. So, hey, Greg and Second Owner, how's it going? Hey, Second Owner, I haven't seen you for a while. How you doing? I hope things are well. So hopefully we'll have a good game tonight, boys. Get a second win in a row would be nice. I don't remember the last time that happened. Maybe it hasn't happened this year as far as I can remember. So, but no, it has. It just has been a long time, and let's hope we get one tonight. It's back-to-back games, so they could be a little tired, and legitimately so. So we'll have to see how that goes. Oh boy. Hey there, Roger. How's it going? Primo's going to bounce back. I would say Caulfield first goal tonight as well. Awesome. Yeah, I think Caulfield gets a goal tonight. I didn't predict him first goal, but I think he gets a goal tonight too. Greg, I'm doing really good. Hey Max, how's it going? All right, room's starting to fill up. Don't forget, everybody, if you're having fun, I don't know how you are yet, just started. Give a thumbs up. I'd appreciate that. Been too upset with the Habs play to participate? No, I don't blame you. It's been pretty frustrating. I've been pretty upset too, but I got no choice but to participate. Believe me, there's been nights when I wish I didn't have to. But listen, it was a good game last night. They got 7 games left to the playoffs. They have to win some games to assure themselves a playoff spot. So I hope we'll see some good hockey. And maybe it's time for them to get a little payback against Ottawa. Let's see if that can happen. They played pretty good without some of their old core, and with Weber out. So maybe that continues. So we'll have to see how that goes. So yeah, I'm hoping for a good game. Primo 3-0. Petrie bounces back with first goal. Petrie could use a goal too. He's gotten a few assists in the last few games, but he could use a goal. I'm wondering if he shaved his beard off maybe to get a little bit of a change things up. Sometimes it helps with your attitude and stuff. So yeah, let's hope this continues. I don't see why it shouldn't. Hey Nolan P, how's it going? I don't see why it shouldn't continue. I accidentally spelled. Did I really? Oh, I can't check it on here. Damn it. Wait a second. Hang on a sec there, Shamir. In what title? Oh, I don't have the whole title here. Hang on, let me see. See how I screwed up. It happens sometimes, and I even proofread these things. Hang on, I'm gonna bring Shamir in a second. I just want to see this now. It takes all these clicks just to find the whole title. I did do that, didn't I? Well, let's fix that. And I proofread that. Not bad, eh? All right, it's fixed. Easy fixed. All right. So now we're gonna bring in Shamir. Shamir, you ready? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. Oh,
Hey,
how's it going, Shamir?
Rick.
Oh, I turned my sound up.
Uh, Not too bad. How are you?
I'm doing good. You got too much light in your room there now. You won't look like my bodyguard anymore. What's going on?
Well, got to change it up a bit.
Got to change it up. Yeah. So, what do you
Yep.
think about for tonight's game? What are you looking forward to it?
Well, not really, because it is a back-to-back and could be could be tired. And I just see Ottawa. They just seem to be, having more of momentum, and in their favor. And of course, the Habs have been pretty inconsistent. So this is why I'm thinking that maybe it's going to be something like 4-2 or 5-2 for the Sens tonight. And not to rag on Primo, but uh, he's just not ready for the NHL yet. He's still going to be a bit shaky.
Well, let's see. Remember his
You know,
first game, he was shaky. Came back with a good one. He typically does apparently come back with a good game after a bad one. So I'm expecting some good stuff. I'm not expecting a blowout here by any means. I called it 3-2 for Montreal, but I'm expecting a good close game. Um, Montreal definitely gonna be a little tired. It's the fifth week in a row with 4 games in 7 nights, which is not easy.
yeah,
No matter what you want to say, their athletes, they're in good shape and all that. That's a pace that they don't. I don't know that they've ever had. You know, so
yeah. It
uh,
was bound to happen when we found out that the Habs would have to be shut down for about a
yeah,
week or so.
yeah,
We know that
exactly. Yeah,
was.
and so I read somewhere a guy made a good point that going into the season, I think it was Brian Wild, going into the season, we all knew that some teams are going to get screwed at the end. It had
Yeah,
to happen or whatever. And it looks like Montreal with the schedule is one of those teams. Vancouver definitely,
yeah.
and
We
then
could have been Vancouver, and thank God we
yeah,
weren't.
and then you got the opposite of that, where you've got
Yeah,
Calgary, who has 7 games left in 20 days. It's like a game every 3 days, and that's a schedule that you don't even see also in the NHL. It's never like that, so it's kind of unfair. And Calgary has a good chance to still catch Montreal. That's why these points are
yeah,
so important because Calgary still has a chance to catch Montreal. Gonna
yeah.
bring in
I mean,
Luna. Hey, Luna, how's it
ah,
going?
hey, Luna.
Hi.
Yeah, so we are just talking about how important these points are for Montreal, considering Calgary's schedule. Those last 4 games against Vancouver. You know what? I would not be surprised if they sweep them.
It's a big possibility.
Yeah, so that's 8 points. So Montreal is going to need to put up at least 6 points here, in my opinion.
Yeah,
They got 2 last night,
big
secured 2.
2 points.
They need at least 4 points in these next 7 games. And
Well, I mean,
like I say,
Calgary.
points. It doesn't matter wins and losses. It matters points. So if they take some losses, they better do it in freaking overtime, right?
Well, I mean, Calgary not getting a lot of the points to catch up with us has really been our saving grace so far. Even though we haven't been winning, we haven't exactly fallen out of
I
playoff contention
I
either.
get it, but those
Yeah,
last 4 games
yeah,
against Vancouver are going to be
yeah,
where they catch us if they catch us.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah,
So yeah, it could be a problem. And yeah, if Montreal shits the bed and doesn't win another game, I think they're in a lot of trouble. So
hopefully Vancouver turns it around and can blunt some of that as
it's
well.
unlikely, considering what they
Yeah,
went through with the COVID and how hard it hit them. And
yeah,
then look at their schedule: 19 games in 31
yeah.
days. It's ridiculous.
yeah,
It's
Strange
absolutely.
things can happen. Stranger things have
I
happened.
get it, but they're going to have tired legs. I mean, they can't not have
Well,
tired legs.
positive thoughts here, as we have to remain positive about our team.
Positive but realistic is how I try to do.
I would rather the Habs get those points themselves instead of relying on someone else to lose in order to stay in their position.
Yeah.
But I do like your thinking.
No, I mean, you want them to get them, ensure their own win.
Yeah, I mean, going into this season, I mean, the Habs shouldn't have been, the kind of team that we had to rely on other teams to get us into the playoffs.
That's right. It just feels better if we don't back in. If we don't back in and they actually win some games and
control your own destiny.
And it's better for their momentum going into the playoffs. Although it looks like they're going to have about a week to 10 days off once they're done before the playoffs start. So it'll be good for them to rest, heal up, and I just hope they don't get rusty. Because when they do get in there against the Maple Leafs, they're going to need to be at their best from the drop of the puck in game one. So,
and hopefully Price is able to overcome his concussion issues and is rested and fresh. But I mean, as we were discussing the other night, I mean, I know you, Luna, you were saying that it's not the easiest thing to come back from in a short time span.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it. They have the best doctors in the world, I imagine, and all the time and money to put into recovery. But
Jackson, just want to let you know. No, I don't know that I'm going to do any of the Calgary Vancouver games. I'm gonna need some time as well, a break before the playoffs. Excuse me, half of my neck. So I don't think I'm going to be doing those. Depends. If it comes down to a game, maybe where if they win, they pass Montreal or whatever, maybe I'll do it. I don't know. Not really planning on it. Here's an interesting. So we have all the new guys. What happens when they all come back? That means obviously when everybody who's injured comes back.
Oh.
I think that's a good problem to have.
Yeah. And
you start to sit the guys that aren't performing and put in, and you have an option. You have the opportunity, I should say, is to have options when a guy's not performing. You don't have to play him. You can sit guys, bring in other guys, keep them fresh and stuff like that. So I think it's a really good option to have when you got these decisions to make. It's something we're not really used to, are we? They're not really used to having such decisions to make.
Yeah, and a lot of them are coming back, or hopefully coming back to the playoffs. So that's where, moving people around cap space is not an issue anymore. So you can just kind of make up your own team.
Right. Right. I mean, right now, not hard right now, but when they come back, it'll be depending on the matchup, it'll be a lot of things, and then you've got options for different matchups or different things the other team's doing, injuries, whatever. I mean, I think it's a lot better.
Yeah.
I think we should ignore this guy here. I'm thinking of putting him on timeout.
Who dat?
Hey, should we time him out? Hey, Jeff. He popped in a few minutes, just before the stream started, and then popped out again. And it's like, okay, and then he shows up here, like I'm gonna be happy about it.
Major troublemaker there.
He says, "Please time him out."
Yes. So he can come in under his other usernames.
Yeah, he's got a lot of them. Morgan says, our Habs got their groove back last night. A much-needed confidence boost. Armia with the first, Habs, 5-2 Habs in a cakewalk. Yeah, I'm not giving them a cakewalk. I don't know. Is Armia confirmed yet? I don't know. I think it's more towards the game time thing. But I don't know about a cakewalk here. I see a closer game. So let me ask you. Shamir already said, what, 4-2?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going 4-2 Ottawa with Mete, being the first goal scorer here.
Luna, what say you for the score?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's a lot of factors. There's the back-to-back. There's the fact that we can't string two wins together. I think it's going to be a very hard game, but I'm going to go 4-2 for Montreal and say Suzuki gets the first goal.
Who gets the first goal?
Suzuki.
Suzuki on a hot streak. Okay, I got it marked down so you guys don't have to worry about entering them in the.
Well, I mean, fingers crossed that Nick Suzuki is can be a bit more consistent now, because he's been a bit he has his flashes here, and then we don't really see him on the score sheet for another 5 to 10 games or whatever, and then he does his thing, and then
Yeah,
you know,
well,
because-
Suzuki, first of all, he's got 33 points in 49 games,
Yeah.
so he's doing well. And he's traditionally, all through his young career, obviously not maybe in Montreal, although he did it last year. When the playoffs come around, he steps up his game. He's one of those players that gives you that extra gear when it comes down to crunch time. So let's hope that that continues here. Maybe that's what we're seeing now. He has 4 goals in his last 4 games, multiple points.
yeah, he's been playing better.
He's
That's
been-
for
he's
sure.
been- yeah, he's been stepping it up, and
Yeah.
if they're going to go anywhere and win some games, I mean, they're going to need Suzuki to do that.
Yeah.
Elio says if they make the playoffs, they will surprise everybody. I mean, listen, I hope so, but until they do make the playoffs, we're not going to really know. It's unfortunate to say that, but I hope so. I think they're a team built for the playoffs, so I think it will happen. But they got to get there first, and they're not. It's not a lock yet. It's definitely not a lock yet. Worst comes to worst, Allen gets hurt. Yeah. See, what happens if something like that? It's not a lock yet.
And also something from your can't remember if it was the review or preview video when you were talking about the old core and the new core.
Yeah.
That just got me to thinking that going into so far it just seemed like it's not necessarily old versus new core, but we've seen that the veterans on this team who have been with the team for quite a few years now, your Webbers and your Prices and Gallagher, yeah, but not having the kind of season that we were expecting from them, and we have the new players, like the new acquisitions, really stepping it up and being the difference makers so far this season. And I just hope when we go into next season that it's not complete, that the complete reverse where like the
Well, those guys
like the older core
I don't know.
players start to step it up, and the newer acquisitions start to end up taking a step back. I mean, just with our luck, I just really hope that
I don't see
that's
that
not
happening.
happen.
I don't see. So let's get this. If the Habs win tonight, only third by the time playoffs come around. Yeah, I mean they can, but I don't want them to. I don't want them to finish in third. I want them to face the Leafs. And
Want the Leafs?
the only way I can make sure of that, for me, like to make sure of that, it would be if they finish in fourth. So I want them to finish in fourth now at this point and face the Leafs. What do you guys say to that? You guys want to see them move up?
I'd like to face the Leafs as well. I don't know.
You can make the argument that if they move up, they'll probably play Edmonton. They've been playing well against
We
Edmonton.
do have a better
They
record.
can maybe
against
make a
Edmonton.
second round against the Leafs. But then what if the Leafs get knocked out and then it doesn't happen? So I'm looking at it just from purely, I want to see them play the Leafs in the playoffs again. And that's the only way I can make sure it happens. So,
And also Edmonton recently, they haven't had a good playoff history either, so they are vulnerable still in the playoffs. So.
Yeah, and for my luck, it probably won't happen. You know what I mean? So I kind of hope it stays the way it is right now. Let me pick one out here. See, no bling bling agrees with me. Then Ben says he lives in Edmonton, so I imagine he wants to see the Oilers in Montreal. Kurt would pay dollars to see that live. Been ages. Yeah, well, that's it. Exactly. It's been so long. We're that close to it now. It happened once before in '93, right? We almost met them in
In the finals, yeah.
finals, like the
We
big one.
almost did, yeah.
It was that close, and well, you know what? We're close this time. Let's get it done. Get her done.
The world needs this right now.
Yes,
Canada
the
needs
Habs
this.
world. Habs world needs this. I think even even the Leafs fans would love to see this.
Oh yeah.
See, been dreaming Habs Leafs playoffs since 1981, and we almost got it in '93. Almost, man. It was so close.
And I just know that if we were allowed fans in the stands again, I know Luna would be first in line to get tickets for that series. She'd be camping out overnight in front of the, in front of ACC there just to get the tickets.
They're probably already all sold.
Yeah,
Toronto getting tickets is impossible.
It wouldn't last. It wouldn't last long. First of all, most people have season tickets.
Yeah.
Man.
Most people have season tickets, and then there's bots that buy them. The few times I've gotten them is because like my dad bought them from like a friend of a friend. Even like the shitty standing seats that are $200, they're impossible to get.
I used to know all the scalpers here. I don't know if they're still all doing it, but I used to be able to get tickets for anything. Jackson says, "You think there's going to be any fights tonight with Brady and someone else?" Well, he's not fighting himself, Jackson. That would be funny though.
Jeff, you're talking about
with himself.
Jeff. You're talking about the wrong Ford there. Rob is dead.
It's Doug Ford.
What?
Rob is long dead.
Rob Ford's ghost.
No, this is interesting. Maybe, it's kind of like a movie, a science fiction movie. Rob Ford comes back from the dead in zombie form and lets the fans into the stadium.
And we'll lift all of the restrictions to, if the parade actually does happen for them.
I think it works. Doug, oops.
Yeah, I can definitely see him doing that.
Dave, if it's in here, I got it. Oh, yeah, I see it up there. No worries. Your guess is in. Your guess is in. Do I think the fourth line should go down except Perry and take up the young guys for speed? No, I don't think anything's wrong with the fourth line. I mean, if they were playing super bad, but they actually aren't, so no. And besides, I don't know that Paling and all that, didn't get called up to the taxi squad because they're going to make an appearance now. They got called up there because I believe the Rockets' season is done, isn't it?
Is it?
Isn't it?
I'm not sure.
I think their season is done. So they brought them up to be with the team, be around the team. And if you're going to see them, if you ask me, it'll be playoffs. If there's a need for whatever matchup or injury, you might see Paling. I don't think Belzile will get in, but I think Paling could get in.
I thought they were doing really well.
They are. They're going to end up being the North Division champions of the AHL, even because there's no playoffs. But each division is going to have either a little tournament to award a championship, or in the North Division, they're just awarding it to the team in first place.
I see. Okay.
So
everybody gets a participation trophy.
Yeah, it's not their fault though. I mean, it's not their fault. It's a shitty way to get a championship, but it's not their fault.
Yeah.
Right. And it's not a real championship. I get it. That's for sure. Is there an asterisk on the cup this year? If it is, it's for one of the hardest cups to win.
Yeah.
So don't make it like, because the Habs didn't win. It was, or the Leafs won, so it's not a real cup. It's a real cup.
I mean, that's what people were saying during the RTP as well. It's just like, it's not a real cup. Well, considering what everybody had to go through, I mean, it wasn't easy.
Dave, I'll have the email. It'll be in the game intermission because it's only another 10 minutes here, and I wasn't planning to bring anybody other than these regular people here. that are always in the show on tonight for the pregame. So no problem. I have it, and that's for the game. What's this one? What do you think of the AHL not doing playoffs, but the Pacific Division will have playoffs? No, but it's divisional. They're only. It's up to each division what they want to do, and they chose to have a little mini tournament to award the divisional championship. So it's not getting all of the divisions together to have. That's a different thing. They've already been playing games all year, so for them to have a little championship, it's nothing different. But if you're bringing in other divisions and you're mixing everything, that's the problem. So I don't think anything of that. I would rather the North Division do that a little bit, and then actually they could say if the Rocket win that they actually won a championship because they played games for it. What does Jeff say? Jeff says, I would rather see those guys in the lineup over Frolik. That must be us here. Jeff wants to see us in the lineup over Frolik.
Put me in, coach.
Okay, who's going in first? We're sending Luna in first to make it'll be what? Historical. First, roller derby, what do you call it? A player? What do you call that? Skater, roller derby skater on the ice in a hockey game.
And then we have Bruce Buffer doing the announcement, introducing Luna.
Yeah, but
let's get ready to rumble.
Start fighting everybody.
We got to remind everybody. What's your roller derby name again?
Wheels of Misfortune.
Wheels of Misfortune, not with a the, just Wheels of Misfortune.
Yep.
And if I said the Wheels of Misfortune, you'd be mad at me?
Well, it wouldn't make much sense.
Okay.
You're probably not wrong there, Jeff.
What did he say now? What did Jeff say now? He doesn't have the balls to come into the room and say it in front of everybody else.
I would get so many interference.
He's hiding behind. See, he's in there in the green room.
Yes.
Camera's off. He's hiding behind that.
Now look who's hiding, Jeff, after what you were saying last night.
I bet he throws better hits than a few of our guys. Yeah, probably.
There's so many times where I'm like, just hit him. And then it's like, oh, wait, that's interference. Like, you can't do that in hockey.
Yeah, there's things you can't do the same, definitely.
Because roller derby is just hitting everybody all the time.
You am what? You're not in the room. You're hiding behind that box there where it just shows your little picture. Microphone's off. Camera's dark. You're probably listening in on us, though. I know. You don't want to get out here and have your feelings hurt. It's not helping. He's not coming in here. That stuff doesn't work on Jeff. Okay, so where did we get to with our predictions? We gave them, didn't we?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with that. You guys got anything to bring up? Okay, what do you think of Kulak being back in the lineup? Kulak's in, Gustafsson. They took Gustafsson out.
They took Gustafsson out. Well, he wasn't really.
I'm not a Gustafsson fan, anyway, so it can't be any worse.
He wasn't doing too much of anything, so.
No, so so good to see Kulak back in the lineup. I think very good to see him. And Primo, let's touch on that. How do you think he does bouncing back from the last one, or continuing to struggle like he kind of did in the first game he played?
I hope they can give him some offensive support right away and make him feel comfortable.
Right.
Because I feel like if he knows that there's a bit of a cushion, he'll feel more comfortable and do better.
Right. Won't grip the stick as tight, as they say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in terms of Primo, of course, offensive support, but hopefully that the defense doesn't leave him, hanging out to dry.
Like they've been doing,
like they do with like they have done quite a few times this season, regardless of who's in nets.
It's one of the first games last night where Allen got the goal support. When was the last
Yeah.
time that he got that? Maybe that 4-2 win over Toronto, or was that Price? I don't remember. Was that
Well,
one?
I mean, there was also that game versus Edmonton. I think that we almost blew in the third period when we got out to like a 4-1 lead or whatever, and then they almost came back. It was one of the recent ones when we were out in Edmonton there.
Yeah, and they got 2 goals after pulling the goalie in the last like 5 minutes of the game.
But
Yeah.
they pulled the goalie. I'm saying when he's in the net. They haven't given him much support. Jeff says Caden will be the first star tonight.
I sure hope so.
Oh, Corey, who do you cheer for then? I got to decide because it depends on who you cheer for. I might not want to, but yeah, of course. You know me. It doesn't matter what team you like. We could always talk. Yeah, one day
Hey, Rick,
when everybody's back and we can do things again.
Hey, Rick, I think you better get out your sign again about the sarcasm. I think Jeff.
Jeff's
I think
getting into the sarcasm game.
Yeah.
Well, why not? I don't think
think
that's sarcasm. Caden could be the first star tonight. It could happen. Why is that out of the realm of possibility?
I don't think so.
Could happen.
Well, I mean, it's possible, but I don't know. Considering my prediction for tonight's game, I don't think it's going to happen.
Okay, but that's you because you're a Habs hater. But that's different.
Yes, I'm trying to give Jeff a run for his money here. I mean, I don't want him to have a monopoly on this.
You have to be the contrarian now.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're taking over.
In Jeff's absence, now that he's hiding, I have to.
How's it going, John? Thanks
I have
for
to
coming
take
in
up
here,
that.
buddy.
Hey,
Thanks for
John.
coming in here. He's getting ready to do. By the way, John, I don't know what games John's doing tonight, but I know John's doing games. We're probably competing tonight for the Habs game, but definitely go back and forth between the two of us. But hey, John, give us a guess in here, man. Give us a guess for the game.
HGH hype.
Some hot take hype.
Yes. What's his hot take for the game
Caulfield
tonight?
Show up tonight? What do you mean, Ghost Caulfield? ASE, you don't watch the game then. You see that?
I think he's trying to get into. I think he's trying to get into Jeff's good books here.
Does Ghost Caulfield show up? You tell me how he ghosted. Listen, he didn't get a point. He had a good game last night. I don't care what you say. Caulfield had a good game last night. Showed he can be an NHL player. Hit a post. He came close. He's going to start scoring. Nothing ghosty about my little boy. He's my little boy. Good boy.
Oh boy, Blue.
Well, he'd certainly be little boy blue if he was wearing the reverse retros.
Oh yeah, he's been settling in nicely. I think it's unfortunate he hasn't gotten a point yet because people aren't going to get off his back until he does, right?
John's not doing the Habs game tonight. So if you're getting tired of the Habs game or they're losing, if they're losing and you're getting tired of us, head over to John. I don't know what game you got. John, tell everybody what game you got on. They might decide that they want to listen to you more than me. I mean, that's cool with me. If you're going to go anywhere, go to somebody I like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't go to that other big channel. There's a big channel. Don't go there.
And then afterwards, and then after the game, check out Harry's stream.
And definitely after the game, check out
Yes.
Harry.
Yes.
I'll go Habs 5-1 with Deneau. And he says Caulfield scores one. I think so too. I think Caulfield scores one tonight. There's something says tonight. It's a perfect team for them. For him, something says tonight. Casper Caulfield. Oh, look at that. Casper. Well, you know what? If he could get in right into the net, nobody would see him. Then he could just, how the Casper, could sort of make himself invisible and somehow, and then he just show up and score.
There you go.
And then be invisible, get his ass out of there. I know he's such a small kid, and we got to protect him. And poor guy.
That's how I felt about Suzuki, though. Like when he started, I was
Caulfield
like, "No one
has no
touched
talent.
Suzuki. He's my baby."
Caulfield has no talent. What were we thinking? Oh my God, he's right. What am I thinking? Caulfield has no talent. He never did anything. I don't even think he ever scored a goal.
That guy?
Okay, my acting chops not good. Not good. I mean,
You need your sign next to you at all times.
Yeah, that's it. I need to do it mime style, or Charlie Chaplin style, right? Holding up signs and stuff. Silent film star. That's what I should do the whole time. No talking. I'm just gonna write it out or hold it up. That might work.
It might.
You never know. Canucks, Leafs, Stars, Preds. Oh, the Leafs are playing again tonight. Okay, didn't know that. Definitely, if the Leafs are playing, John's doing the Leafs game. I did not know that. But it's okay because I mean I like doing the good team game. So I like that. I'm doing the good teams game.
You definitely are.
Hey, listen, we can't have fun. Well, pal.
The fourth team.
Right? It's okay. John's too nice though. John never trash talks us. He never does. So he's too nice, and I feel bad when I trash talk the Leafs when he's around. I feel bad about it. Luna, you are much too young to have a son. Caulfield. Wow.
Yeah, I had Suzuki when I was like 12. Don't worry about it.
It's about right. No.
That's about right.
You're a little bit off, but only by it's close.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Let's see,
okay, I'm just his cool aunt.
Caulfield scores his first, and Kachuk will try to steal the puck. Yeah, there you go. That's probably a pretty accurate condition. Where is it? Jeez. Did you guys hear about this one? The Jake Virtanen situation? I've only heard there's some kind of sexual thing, accusations from 2017. I don't know any more than that. And
I did not.
I don't really know anything. That's all that's out there. I'm not going to try to. What can I say about it? Oh, you getting worried there about the little boy, eh? I have this feeling Caulfield is going to tear it up against the Leafs in round 1. I certainly hope so. Playoffs are a different story, though, Rick. But I talk more trash about when players on my team are going for a Sunday skate. Yeah, well, okay, you mean you trash talk your own team more than you trash talk our team, is what you're saying. No problem. I do the opposite. So I'm apologizing in advance, but I kind of do the opposite. But I'm respectful sometimes. I feel bad now. Goalie fight: Primo versus Gustafsson. Oh, does anybody know who's in nets for Ottawa? I didn't hear, so you heard it.
Well, does it really matter? I mean, they just end up looking like Vezina winners against us.
Well, sort of. He's got a pretty good goals against and save percentage, and the other guy has done well. Like he's 6-2-3 or something like that. He's done well with decent numbers. So,
because whoever the Sens put in goal, they always seem to play well against us this season.
Right. Oh, well, that's a good point. Like, it doesn't really matter. They're going to score against us, so we better score a few against them now. Apparently, okay, Virtanen is done pending some investigation. Okay, but I don't know anything about it, so I'm not really gonna comment. No, John says he'll trash talk about the Habs. No worries. He's just being nice. He's just being nice while he's here, which is okay because that's respectful. That's fine. And hey, you deserve to do that because believe me, I do enough of the trash talking here too for the Leafs. So. It is what it is, but hey, we can still respect each other, and that's what matters.
You even did a lovely poem, not to during the off season, didn't you? About that topic.
That didn't. I mean, how did they say that? It didn't really last long. That take. It wasn't. It didn't. It didn't age.
It didn't age well.
Didn't age well for this season. Did not age well at all. So, yeah, I'm glad it was like a while back. Any lineup changes tonight? Yeah, Randy, the only real lineup change is that Kulak is in for Gustafson on D and Primo starting instead of Allen. That's it.
So wait,
And Armia's a game time decision or close to game time decision.
is Weber out?
Weber's out. Weber's out tonight. Yeah.
Okay. What I missed everything last night. What happened there? Do we know?
What happened with Weber?
Yeah.
Weber, okay, today came out. Weber has an injury that he suffered, an upper body injury he suffered. It looks like as far back as a game in Edmonton. I don't know if it was the last one, the first of the last games we played in Edmonton, or farther back than that. But it's been a couple of weeks at least, and yeah, so he's gonna sit and heal it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because like Morning Puck is saying it's Sherratt and Romanoff.
Yep,
together.
Sherratt and Romanoff played together last night. They looked pretty good together.
Yeah.
They actually had on each pairing a puck-moving defenseman and a stay-at-home defenseman.
Awesome.
And look at the results. We finally got more than 2 goals in a game, and they won. So, yeah.
All right. That's cool.
I should be the coach. Yeah, I should be the coach. No, everybody was saying that. But
I feel like everyone's saying Rick should be the coach. I don't know. I heard that somewhere.
No.
The coach and the GM.
Not that asshole Rick. That guy that does that YouTube channel.
That guy.
Oh, no, he's too much of an asshole. He couldn't be a coach.
You know, that guy that talks about that topic on that interwebs that they call
That
it.
guy on the internet.
And he wears that hat there, right? He wears that hat
He wears
and
that
he's
hat
got
sometimes.
clothes
Looks
on.
like he's in the army.
He wears clothes on. Sometimes they're Habs
Sometimes.
clothes, sometimes
He
not.
has like a face. Yeah.
He
that
has a
guy.
face. Yeah, well, that's important that he has a face because he's on YouTube. So kind of important to have a face.
He has that face and he talks in that room.
Yeah, about that thing that he talks about.
Yeah.
Thing. You
That
know.
thing. Yeah, you know the thing, and if you talk about that thing, and then something happens, and then
Yeah.
everybody does that thing there again,
And
and
goes
he
to the
talks about
tubes
that.
where the cats are.
And yeah, now everyone's saying, "Shut the fuck up, you guys! Talk hockey."
Run away with a bit. All right.
I'm starting to wonder what's in Monster because I don't know. Some nights I think there's special cans of it, and they put something in there, and I get them every now and then, and never know. All right, so we're 6:45, so I gotta take a few minutes away so that I can get ready for the next live stream. So don't abandon us, but we're this one's closing up, and you know what they say: when one door closes, another one opens. And at 7:00, if you're in the right spot at the right time, boom, there's going to be a live cast, and we're all going to be there. At least I will. And there'll be a game, and we'll talk about it, and we'll hang out. So hopefully I'll see you guys there. Thank Luna. Thank you, Luna. Thanks, Shamir. And no thanks to Jeff, who never actually came in.
Nobody
But
likes Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff, for almost coming in.
He's
Appreciate
just hiding like
Yeah,
like a scared little cat there.
it. We'll see if he comes into the next one. There he comes in just as I'm closing up. No, I'm not bringing you on now.
I love you.
All right, so thanks everybody. Thanks for you guys for being here, because if you guys aren't here, then doesn't matter if we are, does it? All right, so thanks for being here. See you. I always say stay safe out there, but it's only 15 minutes, so you can do whatever the hell you want for 15 minutes. And then we'll see you at 7:00. Thanks for watching. Peace out, y'all. See you soon. Bye, everybody. Thanks, guys.
Bye.